Tonight on News 46, part 2 of our story on prostate cancer.
Pahrump Valley High School wants you to sponsor a chair.
And the 4-H Club needs some supplies. News 46 starts now.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy. Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain. You're watching KPVM News 46 at 5 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, April 6, 2011. I'm Rick Vale.
And I'm Rhonda Van Winkle for News 46. Topping our news this evening, part 2 with Dr. Nicholas Vogelsang from the Comprehensive Cancer Centers of Nevada.
Men that have been most involved in this have developed a series of public service announcements. So we have a program called Checking Under the Hood. A group from New Jersey has put that together, and together they work with the Harley-Davidson dealers and some of the car dealers, and they show that men should have it checked under the hood, you know, a rectal exam and a blood test. The American Society of Clinical Oncology has a program called On the Line, which is featuring sports figures who have been diagnosed with prostate cancer. And then they talk about the prostate cancer so that they encourage men to come out of the closet, so to speak, and talk about what it is. It's the most common cancer in men. Yeah. I mean, if you know, by the time you're 80, the estimate is that 80% of men will have a small area of prostate cancer. Fortunately, there are maybe 200,000 people a year who are diagnosed with prostate cancer, 250. Only 25 to 30,000 die of the disease. But that still is a lot. Think about that. In Nevada alone, and we're a small state, there are well over 1,500 men who die or who have developed advanced prostate cancer every year.
So what is your advice as far as men and checkups? What age should they start checkups? How often should they do checkups? And if they are diagnosed, what should they do?
So first of all, men should know what their fathers died of and what their brothers have. If their father had prostate cancer, they should have a PSA blood test when they're 45 or 50 at the latest. If the PSA is over 2, they should be followed very carefully. If it's under 2, or even if it's under 1, I think the chance of having prostate cancer gets quite small, and perhaps every 5 years, or maybe even never again. But if your PSA is over 4, or even over 3, you probably should have a urologic checkup and a prostate biopsy. And if the prostate biopsy is positive for cancer, then you either decide whether you're going to have surgery, radiation, or hormone treatments, or in some cases, it's so little bit of cancer that you don't have to be treated at all.
Now we'll have the final part of this story in tomorrow night's newscast. And to view the extended interview with Dr. Vogelsang, you can go to KPVM.TV or visit our YouTube page.
All right, the Office of the Nevada Attorney General is alerting consumers regarding an email leak associated with large corporation consumer lists. Deanna O'Donnell reports.
Recently, Epsilon, a marketing firm hired by many large corporations to maintain permission-based email marketing lists, had a breach in security, resulting in the disclosure of a number of consumers' names and email addresses. According to Epsilon, no other personal information was leaked. The information that was leaked exposes customers of the grocery chain, the Kroger Company, JP Morgan, Chase, Capital One, Marriott Rewards, Amazon, McKinsey Quarterly, U.S. Bank, Citibank, Brookstone, Walgreens, the Home Shopping Network, as well as a large number of other companies to possible email phishing campaigns. Phishing is a practice in which thieves attempt to steal personal information from consumers by sending emails designed to mislead the consumer into believing that the email is from a company with whom the customer does business. The best way for consumers to protect themselves is to follow the same warnings that are recommended if you receive an email asking for your account information, including passwords or login names. No legitimate company will email you and ask for any account information. They already have that information and do not need to confirm it. Do not click on any link in the email you receive, regardless of how authentic the email seems. Phishing thieves are extremely good at disguising the real link names and other information which would expose the scam. If you feel the need to contact the bank or company, close the email, close your browser, then search for the company's authentic website for information. Better still, locate the company's customer service telephone number through an independent source, such as the back of your credit card or even a local telephone directory, and call to confirm the request for information. Do not fall for the scam and give away your personal information. Never give personal information over the telephone or the internet in response to an email or survey. Questions regarding this matter can be addressed to the Nevada Attorney General's Bureau of Consumer Protection at 775-684-1169. That's 775-684-1169. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
It's getting very close to that time of year again, and Pahrump Valley High School is gearing up for graduation. They have purchased chairs for the event to be used for years to come. Your help is needed to support their local school by sponsoring a chair for the high school. Principal Max Buffy, explains.
Graduation, we're trying to get everything done, but one of the things we decided to do this year was purchase some chairs that'll be used for graduation so we don't have to go all around the district and try to beg, borrow, and steal whatever chairs we can to have enough to set up on the field. Without having a convention center in town that we can do it inside, we have to provide the seating for the parents. So we decided to buy 1,300 chairs. We are selling sponsorships for those chairs of $10 a chair. So if you're a business or an individual, you can buy a sponsorship. People will be able to see it. And it doesn't mean that's the chair you get a set in at graduation, because this is where these are the chairs where the parents will sit on the field. So what we're trying to do by selling the sponsorships is help pay for the cost of the chairs.
And these chairs will be chairs that will be used for many years to come.
Yes, we plan on storing them every year. They're all going to be the same color instead of a mismatch of different colors, and we're planning on using them only for special events and graduation.
And the sponsorship, you get a sticker actually on the chair.
Yes, sponsorship, what we'll do is we will have a decal printed off the name of your business or why you're buying the chair, and then we will put that decal on the back of the chair so that people will see that.
This is really helpful for the graduation for Pahrump Valley High School. So how can people sponsor a chair? And they're $10 each. You can buy as many as you want.
That's correct. And to sponsor a chair, all you need to do is contact Sherry Allison in our athletic department. She will take how many chairs you want to sponsor. Right at this time, we've got about 100 businesses and individuals that have purchased chairs. So if you want to do this, it's something you might want to move on fast.
All right. And what's the phone number?
Just call the school here, 727-7737. You'll get the tree, or a student will answer your call, and they'll be able to transfer you to the athletic department.
KPVM will be videotaping the graduation ceremony, and you can pre-order your copy for $25 by calling 727-9400 extension 209.
And coming up, an exciting time for all at the Dwarf Nationals Racing.
And the 4-H Club holds a special class.
All this and more coming up right after this break. Please keep it here.
News 46 is brought to you by Affiliated Chiropractic and Affiliated Physical Therapy, Come in for your free consultation. Call 775-727-8900. Our goal is to create the individual treatment plan that will restore your health and end pain.
Welcome back to News 46. Pahrump Valley Speedway's Dwarf Nationals delivered as promised. There was lots of fun and thrills at the Speedway this past weekend.
We've got the Dwarf Nationals here on Saturday. The finals are today. They're all running their heats right now and trying to make it into the main event.
This is so exciting.
It is. We got 76 cars that showed up this year. It turned out to be a really good one. Thursday and Friday, the tests and tunes have went really good, and all the heats went really good yesterday also.
And all that qualifying, how'd that go?
It went great. You know, most everybody had a good time doing it. No bad accidents. You know, just a lot of good racing.
So how many did we have totally qualify, and then how many did we have today?
We had a total of 76 cars show up, and they're all in today trying to make it. We have 30 that's already pre-qualified as of today. So we've got the last group that are trying to qualify right now.
Go. And we spoke the other day about how fast these cars are, and also some of the stipulations for them racing. They have to fit underneath that bar to make sure that they are exactly the right size.
Oh yeah, they have a set of rules that they have to go by, just like the modifieds and any of our other classes here. And they actually have a PVC pipe set up here that tells you the height, width, and everything of the car. And if that car cannot go through that, then they got to remodify their car and fix it the right way.
What do we have coming up next for the Pahrump Valley Speedway?
What we have in next Saturday on the 9th, we have a full line of racing. We have 8 classes. So we'll be starting at 1 o'clock again. We're almost ready to go back to 7 o'clock. So I think we have 2 more 1 o'clock races, and then we're back at 7.
So that'll be this weekend. On the 9th, we're going to have a full 8 classes racing. And for more information on Pahrump Valley Speedway?
PaHrumpValleySpeedway.com or PaHrumpValleySpeedwayBlogspot.com. Either one. You can get any information, or you can call us at 702-328-8101.
And this weekend's races with all classes will be held at the Pahrump Valley Speedway beginning at 1 p.m. For more information, go to PaHrumpValleySpeedway.com.
And the University of Nevada Cooperative Extension and 4-H Club has many classes to offer for people of all ages. If you have some items laying around that you no longer use, they may be of good use to some of the instructors and students.
We have about 17 clubs right now for the youth program here, and we're asking for donations. And we're here at 1651 East Dandelion. And we actually, people can come in and enroll their kids for $1 for the year, and they can go to any clubs they want. We have all ranges of clubs. We have like sewing and knitting, and we have shooting sports and junior master gardening and cake decorating, but there's about 17 of them. And so we're asking for donations for any kind of anything. It's like targets for shooting sports, materials and knitting and yarn. Sandy is one of our leaders for cake creation.
Yeah, I supply all the ingredients for the cakes. I make the cakes and the cookies. So I appreciate if anyone could bring in cake supplies, cake decorating supplies, cake pans, anything like that. I'm also the assistant leader for Junior Master Gardeners, and we could use seeds, shovels, stuff like that, pots, just anything bring down anything that you think we could use, and we'll find a way to use it for any of the clubs.
Wonderful. And we also have several livestock groups like rabbits, like we take rabbit cages, any kind of panels for horses or goats. Like she said, we'll take any kind of shovels or any kind of tools for anything dealing with animals, grooming or shears. For even grooming shears we can use too.
Wonderful. There are so many different groups and so many different degrees of everything from cake decorating to horsemanship. So you pretty much can use anything.
Yes, we can. And we even take paint because we make signs and stuff. Like right now we're going to fair. Some of the clubs right now are going up to fair today for Clark County Fair at Logandale. And we make up signs, so we need paint to make signs and things like that.
Even things to make signs?
Yes, and things to make signs too.
How do people get in touch with you to donate these things?
They can bring them down to the Cooperative Extension building. Bring them down here, just drop them in the office, and we'll distribute to them whatever club they need to go to.
How can people get involved as well into these groups?
we're always looking for new 4-H leaders, so they're volunteers. So anyone that has a gift or a talent they like to share with kids, because this is what it's all about, is teaching kids and giving kids more opportunities and that they wouldn't have. And there's not much here, you know, for the kids, so that's why 4-H is really important, because like we say, we try to have all kinds of range of clubs for them to participate in and learn. So
thank you so much for speaking with us, and hopefully we'll get some donations in here. I know the phone number's right there behind you, and we'll give that.
Yes, thank you. The phone number here, if you'd like to reach us, is 775-727-5532. Give us a call, ask for either Pam or Sandy. Either one of us could help you. We just appreciate all the help that we can get.
So now I know yesterday you were a little upset because we might see some snow.
Yeah.
And I don't have any better news for you because it still looks like it's coming.
Oh.
And the numbers haven't changed, folks. Still 30% chance of snow or rain, maybe both, coming for you on Friday night. And the temperatures look like they're going to start warming up for us yet again. So don't go anywhere. We got your 7-day forecast right after the break.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org.
Hey everyone, welcome back to News 46. I'm Rick Vale with your weather. Now we're starting off with a high wind watch. It doesn't actually start until tomorrow morning, but it will run through 10 p.m. tomorrow evening. Winds are expected to be coming out of the southwest at about 25 to 35 miles per hour with gusts in excess of 60 miles per hour. Extremely windy out there. Strongest winds are expected late in the morning or through the early evening. If you're in a high-profile vehicle, you're going to want to watch out. That's dangerous stuff. Today we had a 20% chance of rain out there, high of 73. Winds out of the west-southwest at 9 miles per hour with gusts up to 18 miles per hour. Now our pressure dropping just a little bit for us, 29.94. Sunrise was at 6:23 a.m. and our record was 92 degrees back in 1960. Looking at tonight, partly cloudy skies expected yet again. A low of 48 for the evening. Winds out of the west-southwest at 10 miles per hour. Gusts up to 27 miles per hour. Our sunset was at 7:10 p.m. and our record low was 27 degrees back in 1964. Moving on to our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, 20% chance of rain yet again for us. Gusts up to 59 to 60 miles per hour. We're going to have a high of 67, a low of 40. Friday, that 30% chance of rain/snow still stands. We got 21 mile per hour gusts expected, a high of 58 and a low of 26. It's getting a little bit colder every time. So remember the 5 P's of Pahrump: your pets, your pumps, your plants, your pipes, your pools. You're going to want to watch out for all of it. The sudden drop in temperature, a 20-degree overnight drop, is probably not very good for these things. Saturday, another 30% chance of rain expected. Winds up to 23 miles per hour. Getting a little warmer with a high of 60 and a low of 37. Sunday, partly cloudy skies, no rain expected. Gusts up to 30 miles per hour, a high of 71, a low of 42. Monday, looking at a high of 74 and a low of 44, with gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Tuesday, not too shabby, 33 mile per hour gust, but besides that, good temperature, 72 for the high, 42 for the low. Finishing off our 7-day forecast is next Wednesday, looking at an 80-degree high with a 53-degree overnight low, and winds probably in the neighborhood of about 18 miles per hour.
What I see that I don't like is the windy, windy, windy. And I know Julie at Car Studio said just quit putting that windy up on the screen, you know. But I guess we have to if it's going to be windy.
I could take it off, but it's not going to change the wind.
It's not going to change anything, I know.
Folks, the Corrections Corporation of America is hosting a reception for businesses dealing with landscaping and yard maintenance, pest control, and janitorial services and supplies at the Pahrump Valley Winery tomorrow night. You can meet the representatives and learn how to obtain a contract to provide these services for the Nevada Southern Detention Center. RSVP at the Pahrump Chamber of Commerce at 727-5800.
And Friday morning, the men's No BS breakfast will be held at the Pahrump Nugget at 7:30 a.m. in Expo Room Number 1. The guest speaker will be Phil Heider, leading a conversation on the United States Constitution.
And the Girl Scout Troop 315 is having a car wash fundraiser to raise money for a trip to Mount Rushmore. The car wash will be held at Car Studio in the parking lot driveway of the Pahrump Nugget this Saturday, April 9th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m.
Hopefully the wind will cooperate just a little bit.
The wind and the rain, we're hoping.
And a missing Yorkie named Millie was found today thanks to our very own Facebook followers. Thank you so much. It was posted on our page, and within minutes someone reported finding Millie. The owners and the dog have since been reunited. Good story.
Good stuff. Waves Hair Salon on the corner of Irene and Leslie has been collecting money for the Broadhead and Smiley families. The money that was collected was distributed today. Waves Hair Salon and both families would like to thank the community for their contributions. For more information, contact Waves Hair Salon at 751-9990. And I think that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Rick Vale.
I'm Rhonda Van Winkle.
From everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a safe evening. We'll see you here again tomorrow night. Until then, good night, Pahrump.